This is IGN. Substantial changes to how it looks and plays bring 2K's golf sim within striking distance of the competition. This is your IGN review of PGA Tour 2K25 by Andrew McMahon. Despite my avid love for all things sports, I've given up on the idea that I'll ever be good at golf. Something about the way the body must contort to successfully crank a ball down the fairway just doesn't compute in my mind. But like few other games can, PGA Tour 2K25 takes everything I visualize myself doing in real life and executes it virtually, thanks to its in-depth simulation gameplay that lets my thumbs and brain do what my actual body simply refuses to do. To be honest, I went into PGA Tour 2K25 a bit hesitant. While 2K23 wasn't the worst golf game I've ever played, it lacked any shine in its personality or gameplay, which came as a surprise, considering HB Studios has been dutifully working on successful golf sims like the Golf Club for well over a decade. Couple this with the fact that, unlike most sports games, PGA Tour 2K took 2 full years to put out a new iteration, and it was safe to say my expectations were in check. To my surprise and relief, that extra time paid off. It didn't take long for PGA Tour 2K25 to impress me with its improvements, especially in terms of appearance. While it still can't quite match EA Sports' rival PGA Tour game head-to-head in their respective visual recreations of golf, the difference is nowhere near as stark as it had been. Player models look much closer to their real-life counterparts, courses are more detailed, and animations are crisper. I found myself pausing while playing multiple times to take in the water crashing against the rocks or comparing the cut of the fairway, fringe, and rough areas for each course. The putting and driving animations are also fluid, no longer stopping abruptly after contact or feeling too weighty. My biggest gripe with the look and feel of PGA Tour 2K25 is the low-energy commentary team of Luke Elvey and Rich Beam. While they are both very knowledgeable, describing approaches and conditions beautifully, their lines could not be more flatly delivered. I know golf isn't the most exciting sport, but there is no need to sound like a robot when discussing it. Another big change is that My Player development has become an RPG system that allows you to unlock specific shots as you go, making your growth in the My Career campaign customizable to your specific strengths. Skills in the 6 trees vary from advanced shot types like the Stinger, which is ideal for dealing with high wind situations, to proficiency boosts, which help buff each shot. Not every feature in My Career lands on the fairway, though, especially the new personality and popularity mechanics. We've seen all this before in other games like Madden and EA Sports FC. Your pro spends time off the course gaining influence with fans, developing a following, and forming a personality based on the answers they choose in conversations and interviews. While this is a well-meaning effort to give My Career a bit more flair and make you feel like the belle of the ball, the system feels just as pointless as it does in other games. All conversations are done through text and don't have an effect on the actual gameplay, so it feels unpolished and isn't a good use of time. With substantial changes to how it looks and plays, PGA Tour 2K25 feels like a different game from its predecessor. The new swing mechanics, paired with the significantly improved graphics, makes for a much more realistic ambiance, even with a lethargic performance by the announcing team. The highly customizable My Career campaign mode shines as one of the most enjoyable parts, even though it has a tacked-on personality system, occasional unnecessary connectivity issues, and of course microtransactions. PGA Tour 2K25 is still a few strokes behind EA Sports PGA Tour as the best golfing simulator around, but if it continues to improve like this with each new iteration, we may see it close that gap relatively soon. PGA Tour 2K25's IGN score? 8 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest PGA Tour 2K25 updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.